Hello, everyone. We're back from the fan stands with another video. Finally, we're back with after a month-long break. Just life got in the way, and we were feeling, very lazy in Ramadan, and due to this coronavirus pandemic which is going on, we're back with both of our special esteemed football fans, Mohsen and Dayan, and we got some good news as well. Just last night, the Premier League finally officially announced restart date of June 17th, and they've started. The first match, I believe, is Manchester City versus Arsenal, and that would take everybody up to 29 games. So let's take our uh, our
Experts.
panelists. Our panelists.
Experts.
Yeah, that's why I changed the word this time. Our panelists' opinion about Project Restart, and
I see
let's
what you
start.
were trying to do there. You were trying to search for a word. No.
Yes, I was
What should
trying
I
to.
call them?
Yes, yes. Otherwise, it will come back on me. All right. So our pen. Listen, what do you think? The null and
Well,
void brigade has died down finally.
well, Hassan, I'm really excited because yes, it's going to give a chance for Liverpool to at least win a few games and get the title. And the most important thing is that we have something to look forward to, something to watch because of this pandemic. Every sporting event and everything is on hold. Life is at hold on hold. So I think it's very important for this to start. And we've already seen South Korean league and the German league in Europe. So Germany has been a guinea pig for this experiment, and I think they've done very perform. They've implemented this very well. The football, I think you can say this is the new normal of football. So we've seen 2 game weeks go by. So I think the Premier League can take some notes as well as the other leagues such as La Liga and Serie A of how they can resume football in June.
All right. So yeah, that's true. I think Bundesliga third week is going out as we are speaking in this video, and 2 weeks have already gone by, and Bayern I think defeated Dortmund last
Dortmund,
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bayern has defeated Dortmund, and they're probably going to win the league again because they have a 7-point lead now, and they just have 5 or 6 matches remaining. And I don't see Bayern dropping points now.
All right.
100%.
All right, Dan. What's your take on this project restart?
As in, I just feel like at the moment it just seems rational enough considering the financial implications to the Premier League because of stalling the Premier League or even possibly suspending it. So I guess now that the death rate has peaked in the UK as well, and it's been seen to decelerate. The graphs seeming to decelerate at the moment. It just feels fair enough if all SOPs are being followed and if all rules are being followed, just like Mohsen rightfully pointed out, the same is being done in Germany. Then there shouldn't be a lot of issue bringing the Premier League back. But having said that, obviously, since we're in very unprecedented and uncertain times, you never know what tomorrow may have in store for the Premier League as well. Because the WHO has already been raising flags over the fact that there may be a second wave of infections, and I'm sure most of the countries wouldn't possibly want that to happen at all. So
Yeah.
let's see what's happening, what will happen
Yeah.
in the long run as well.
One thing I like to add on to this is that another possible reason for this restart is the psychological impact this is going to have on the people, because even WHO and most of the doctors say that immunity is the only defense against corona, and immunity, your mental health plays a vital role in immunity. So putting people's mind off of corona, having something that they love, and getting in some entertainment put them back into a good mindset, helping them improve their immunity as well. So that's one of the reasons for this restart as well.
Yes,
So
I agree because a lot of people don't have a lot of things to do at home either at the
yeah,
moment,
so
and
negativity is coming into everyone.
no,
Even,
I think
even
more than negativity, it's also that keeping people at home. People are probably rushing out of their houses as well because they don't have a lot to do at home. So if they do have something that's got them glued to their sofas or their seats, So I guess that's all going to work better because it's, I guess, from a very number centric perspective or an objective perspective, having 12 people do something risky is safer than having probably the whole nation do something very risky. So that's also a perspective that I think that they have in they must have in the back of their heads as well. But I
Definitely.
guess first and foremost is the financial implication, as I said earlier as well, to the Premier League or any league for that matter being suspended around the globe.
Definitely. I'd say, another positive outcome for Manchester United fans is that Manchester United being fifth, it gives them a chance to come up to fourth, because the injury-prone players are back in training, and Chelsea is just a win away. And seeing Manchester City, everybody was saying that Manchester City is stand, but chances are, the public opinion is that Manchester City would just get fine and then get away with it. So having the league restarted is good for Manchester United as well. But Mohsen, you were saying that this is really bad for the smaller clubs because they don't have the bench strength like Sheffield or Wolves, and this close fixtures would be a problem for them.
Yeah, this would be Hassan. And one more interesting thing is that we've seen from the Bundesliga that the home advantage has diminished. I mean, without the presence of the fans. I mean, only it only gives you 30% advantage of getting a win over your opponent, even if you're playing at home without the fans. So fans not being there does make a difference, and there might be a possibility that instead of having the option of using three substitutes because of health and fitness concerns, a lot of matches might be rushed. We're not sure how many matches will be played in a week and what will be the frequency of the matches, how many days gap would they have because they want to finish this league before, in case, God forbid, a second possible wave comes out again. So probably we might see five substitutions, but this is going to help even a club like Spurs. I mean, they probably have something to look forward to now. Mourinho did not have Son and Kane in his squad, and he suffered severely. He even got knocked out of the Champions League to RB Leipzig. So now Manchester United, yes, they probably want to. They're eyeing that fourth spot against Chelsea, but they also have to be wary of Sheffield as well as Spurs and other teams. So it's going to be interesting how teams perform as soon as football restarts, and we have to wait and see what is the fitness level of these players because it's been more than 2 months now that these players have not played a proper professional game and they're just training at home.
But
Yeah.
on the
Form level would be
contrary,
very different. Form level would be different.
on the contrary, I'd like to point out that even then, I feel like the players have had probably a month's break, at least a month's break due to the lockdown in place. I feel like it's more or less like the start of a new season. So when we're talking about bench strength, you also need to keep into perspective the fact that they've got uh, a very good downtime and a very good cooling down time as well, where players could even relax a bit, and now they could go in a very rejuvenated form back into the Premier League and actually put their minds to it. So even when you're talking about the smaller clubs, uh, since they've got a month's holiday or lockdown because of the lockdown period, the holiday that they got, the fatigue that they were probably facing, they may not face the same thing anymore. On the other hand, if you see international fixtures as well at the same time, this is a time when a lot of international fixtures also take place, and they did not take place as either. Because of the lockdown in place, they didn't take place, and generally the Champions League did not take place. The fixtures for Champions League did not take place as well. So I think it's going to be relaxed in that sense. But again, since due to a lot of uncertainties, yes, I do agree, it's going to be a very different case and scenario because again, they did not also get a lot of training during that time. And when you're talking about team chemistry needs a lot of regular training together and a lot of hard work to come out on the field and play like they used to.
It does. And one more thing, your United fan, Harry Maguire, was very happy to come back into training. because these football players are programmed to just play football, and a lot of people, these players are humans. They might have had plans in the summers to go here and there. There are a lot of foreign players who haven't even been, were not able to return back to their home country. So it was
Hmm.
very difficult for them as well to just stay locked inside in your house, and not being able to do what you love. So this is a good chance for them as well to come back on the field. And let's hope they follow the guidelines, because some players have been, what should I say? I mean, careless or even reckless. We've had a few names such as Jack Grealish, Hudson Odoi, who broke in the curfew rules and have gone out to enjoy
And
life.
they've
So
a few been arrested as well.
yeah, if you have been arrested, and I think that is one possible way that
Very interestingly enough,
coming the virus to.
very interestingly enough, sorry for cutting in between. There was a lag in the video, I guess, and because of that, I thought nobody was talking, so I just stepped in. So pardon me for that. But there's this research done recently. There've been a couple of researches done over the general populace's sentiment over the current lockdown, and I feel like at the end of the day, we need to realize that every footballer is like any other professional or any other human being in this world.
Human
So
being.
as much as these footballers or these people fear getting infected by the virus, they also miss their normal lives, and I feel like that plays a very big role. Being locked up in your house, I'm sure all us three, we feel the same way that although we know that we're safe at home, yet
Hmm.
every passing day, we wish that we probably have a chance to go back out or sit in a particular cafe or have a particular food or do something
Hmm.
with with our friends, or probably us
Hmm.
sitting and doing this video together,
Hmm.
and shooting it there. So my point is the same case with footballers as well at the end of the day, and because they're
Definitely.
human and they wanted to turn back to football again as well.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, players like Troy Deeney who are reluctant for the season to start. I think there is a chance that he might not play the rest of the season for Watford,
uh,
but we'll have to wait and see. And N'Golo Kante, interestingly, might be rested for the rest of the season because he has some heart issues in his family, and there is a
so
very high chance that
there
he gets
There is an
contacted.
update on Kante. There's an update on
Yeah.
Kante that Kante has been given the go ahead to start training again with the team. Yes, you rightfully your statement was right that his brother passed away because of a heart
Hmm.
condition, and he fainted on the in one of the practice sessions, and hence he was told to rest out the rest of the season. But now that he's come back into form and he's better, he's got himself checked up. He's gotten the go ahead for returning back to football and practicing with Chelsea as well. So I think this is also up. An official statement is also
Okay,
up
well,
by Chelsea FC as well. So anybody
that's
who's watching this video can also go ahead and
well,
visit Chelsea's website.
okay, well,
Definitely.
that is very good to hear. But then I think he should take precautions, and I think
100% agreed.
the five substitutions which have been allowed in Germany should also be allowed in England and the other leagues as well.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Definitely.
Agreed. Agreed.
Definitely. Let's wait and watch because only right now it's just the dates have been announced. A lot of the technical details are still yet to be announced, and we'll see how it goes on the
There's
17th.
there's also a possibility that they might opt for neutral venues. That is up to the government and the police.
That's
Yes.
that more or less
Right.
decided. That's more or less decided that it's going to be only held in a couple of venues, all of the matches, so that a lot of the traveling would be minimized as well. So and it would also enable matches to happen in quick succession because the teams would not have to travel and they would not have to then rest because of
Hmm.
those uh, travel fatigue. All right, so I guess that's about it for this video. It's been a lot shorter than we expected. What we
I think this was more of a video that we came up with because because footballs are turning and so should we.
that
And you all everyone needs to know that football is returning, and I think that puts an onus on us that since we call ourselves a football channel, we should definitely disseminate that information to our audience as well.
Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely
And
agreed.
let's hope that, like football, we come back on regularly as well.
Yeah, we will. We will. Football is coming, so we have to come. We'll have a lot of talking points, a lot of
Hundred
things to
percent,
talk about,
hundred
and
percent.
we will try to connect with the fans as well. Now that we have technology, we can talk from the comfort of our homes, and we can connect with people at far distances. So we'd love to have someone over and have their views.
100%,
All right.
100%, for sure.
All right. I guess that's about it for the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and share the video among your friends and family. And
And by the team, congratulations. We have 1,000 on Facebook now.
on Facebook, we may
Yeah,
still
we
stuck
got
on,
1,000
we're still
followers
stuck.
on Facebook. Actually, I'd want you guys to repeat that because there was a bit of a lag in the video. I think
Yeah, we've
Son,
got
I
I
would,
didn't get it wrong.
1,000 followers and likes
Yes,
Facebook.
yes, and most of the credit goes to Mohsin from our
thank
team.
you.
He's a very
Thank you, Pab.
active participant,
Yeah,
and
he
But
writes most of the
yes,
yeah, it is a team effort. So
hundred
let's hope
percent,
we'll
hundred
continue.
percent.
We'll continue, and we'll come up with more content and we'll try different things. So do keep on watching and give us a feedback and do comment. So that's about it from my side and the team. So thanks so much, guys.
Okay.